Good evening, friends. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you are ready for Monster Train. You know, that's how we be. Also, thanks for subscribing, Gummy, since I see that you did that. Although, why is that not on the right screen? Anyways, I'm pretty sure that was all audible, even if it for some reason wasn't switching my screen properly. Anyways, we're playing Monster Train. Yeah, I don't know. I pressed the button, and then I noticed it wasn't switching. And I wasn't sure if that was just a problem with my preview, or if it, for some reason, hadn't actually switched. And turns out, it hadn't actually switched. But I'm here. Anyways. Yeah, we're getting right into it. And hopefully my voice recovers. I just have bad lungs, and sometimes I just can't stop coughing. What does that shirt looks cool from here? It is a Gundam Wing sweater that I got back at PAX last year. I like it quite a bit. It's comfy, and I like the look of it. I thought this would be an ASMR Jank stream for a sec there. Yep, no. Well, I hadn't even really evaluated that we're playing Wormkin yet, but I am always down to see Carvin Koriska right at the beginning. And we do have Revenge of the Damned. So we have an extract spell right off the bat. So I don't hate that. I mean, obviously we're taking it. The easy choice. We are not taking Thorn Fruit. I don't... Like, maybe we take Refracting Lenses here. I feel like... I don't take it often, just because usually you can get by with the HP they've got. But it's not bad when we're starting with the Echo Snares, so as long as we're playing them every battle, which with the Root Seeds and how long battles go, and the fact that there's 0 cost, is pretty guaranteed. So it's effectively 10 HP per battle for free. So we've got a really good setup for Decayer, or at least a good start. Because we've got Root Seeds to increase draw, we've got even Revenge of the Damned to cut out some of the harder hitting enemies. We've even got Healing and Restoration Detonation. Like, we could just run Decayer. I feel like we've done a lot of Decayer recently, though. At least comparatively. So I'm leaning towards taking Corruptor. Although, Corruptor with Awoken tends to turn into just grab a sweep unit and watch it decimate everything. But, you know, fine. Alright, well, we shouldn't have any major problem with the trial. It means that our fractures don't kill things, but otherwise, not a big deal. Okay. Unfortunately, Train Steward is lame. I think we still want the Train Steward behind, though. We've got a bit of healing via the Restoration Detonation, so we can afford for Spine Chief to take a bit of hits in the meantime. Normally, if we didn't have that, it is actually pretty valuable to have him be in the back, because it's so important that he survives long enough for the boss fight. Yeah, there's no way that I'm going to kill the backliner, I don't think. That's not entirely true, because I could get it up to... Yeah, Yeah, no, we're going to be a little short. Because I can get it up to Reap 4. And there would be... No, I can't math. I was for some reason thinking that there'd still be 3 charges here, in which case it would only be doing 12 damage. He's got 13 HP effectively. But no, we got it. I don't know. I can math. At some point, we'll prove that. Anyways, we heal, although I would have preferred to draw it later. That's fine. We still might draw it later. Have some Reap, I guess. There's no point playing at the Train Stewards. We're not going to draw them again, really. Unfortunately, that doesn't kill, so we don't get the extra charges. Whatever, fine. Yeah, we easily have this. We're back to full health. We absolutely body him with our extra attack power from Corruptor. Because Corruptor's good. I mean, we'll take the Echo Infusion. It would be so much better if it were infused. I could also take the Proclamation. It being infused would only matter... So, it being Extract 2 means that these are both charged neutral right now. So, this being infused would only really matter in comparison to the Echo Infusion if we end up using, like, a Keeper or a Shard Soul Carver, something that has a, why am I blanking on what that trigger is called? Inspire. All I could think was Infusion bonus, and that was not the right word. Proper math is Jank Blasphemy, as reserved for 60-0 streakers. I mean, I did do 60 wins back-to-back. I've thought about doing it again, and I've thought about doing it with no restarts. But that requires me to play in a very different, more serious way. Which is fun to do from time to time, like, don't get me wrong. And usually if I am playing on my own, like, off stream, I tend not to be restarting. But, again, that's usually because I'm playing someone else's seed, and I want to take it seriously. Time to watch and learn. How you doing, Hearts? Anyways, I think we're just taking the Echo Infusion here. Like, just the defense is good, and also, if we get Abounding Echoes, we can infuse it. Kind of want to get the Restoration Detonation, just because some healing is not bad, especially if we never hit quick, and we could swap out our non-infused Restoration Detonation. It does bother me, because I do hate Restoration Detonation as a card. Nonetheless, here we are. Also, we'll take the Husk Hermit. I feel a little bad that it's just the basic play pattern, but also, it's very strong. Unfortunately, I can't afford Quick or Multi-Strike if we reroll. I would have much preferred to have seen Gold here. Ideally, I was looking for Quick, but, you know. No. We're not taking Steel Singer here. It's bad. That's just not happening this time. Conscription Notice is actually pretty good with Spine Chief. Or specifically with Corruptor. Since Corruptor benefits really strongly from having multiple units on the floor. But I think we're fine without it. We don't really need Sinner South. We're not even up against Diligent. We might be up against Scourgefell. I honestly never pay attention before we get there. We're not. We're up against Armorfell. That's fine. I guess we're just going to take Tempered Talisman. The problem is that the only thing it benefits is Restoration Detonation. And I guess it affects the Revenge of the Damned. I mean, it's fine. It's underwhelming, but it's fine. Okay, we'll see. We can afford spikes. It'll hurt, but Husk Hermit has a bunch of HP, which is one of the reasons that I tend to pick it much more often than Shattered Shell. It's effective comparison unit. Okay. Just like the 30 HP makes a huge difference. Alright, we're just going to reap them and just wipe them all out. Similarly, let's just do that. I still need to make a charge here for that to work. And then we'll just build up here a little bit. Wasn't worth taking the 25 gold and re-rolling the Steel Shop. We wouldn't have had enough, because it takes 60 to re-roll, and we were at, I believe, 130. And so even with the 25, that would put us to 95. The lowest that the thing could roll would be about 100. and chances are it's going to be closer to like 110, 115. So, yes, there's an argument for taking the gold instead. I'm pretty okay with just taking the magic power anyways. But even with the roll, at least at higher Covenant, it was not going to be enough to afford us one of the upgrades that we really wanted. There's no reason not to do that. It is free to do for us thanks to Carving Koriska. And does a tiny bit of damage. So. Ta-da! There we go. Also, it's not like absolutely critical that we hit quick right now. It makes our life tremendously easier, but it was not a critical need. I will take the Bounding Echoes. I'm gonna skip Edge Prior because it's real bad, and I hate Sting, and Vine Grasp is good, but it's not infused. And then we make choices. I'll be honest, I kind of want to pivot to a random Wormkin plan, just because I do, you know, Corruptor with a sweep unit pretty commonly. I mean, again, for good reason. It's very strong. Also going here is not a bad plan, because we can minus cost the root seeds and stuff, and that's pretty good. I also look for Permafrost on the Bounding Echoes, so we can hit the Echo Infusion and the Revenge of the Damned, are high priority targets. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to go for the Merchant of Steel, especially because we don't get a Merchant of Steel for quite a ways if we miss now. So, whatever. Okay. Alright. It's not what I wanted, but I don't hate it. Okay. We're doing this before grabbing the HP. Oh. Well then. Okay. That's a thing. Alright. So we've got two good options here, kind of. So option one is we take Wingmaker. We could also give it the +10 in piercing and the +30 and make it into a beastly spell. It's not infused, which is a bit of a problem for us, but it is very strong. That's not really necessary because we already have the sweep unit, so we're already going to be sweeping things to death. And then once we get Hef, we could infuse Hef into the Husk Hermit, which then gives it trample. The problem is that we need more capacity because she also increases capacity on the infusion, and we will not have enough space for that. Technically, we might be able to overstack the floor if we get restoration or restoring retreat, but that is unlikely and awkward. The other option is we ignore this and we take the other upgrade that is offered here, which does reduce capacity of a unit by 1. Also increases attack by like 10. And so I think that's what we're going to do, and then grab that multi-strike, and then we can put them both with Spine Chief, and then we get massive bonuses. We miss out on Quick, which is a little concerning if I'm taking a ton of shards. But with the Echo Infusion and like the Restoration Detonations, I think we'll be okay. There's also a chance that we hit Wildwood Tome, and then that also uncomplicates our life. But pretty okay with that. We just need to dupe it, and we need to, you know, infuse with something. We could also infuse with Animus of Speed if that's offered. I probably should do this with Restoration Detonation. I'll tell you right now, I really do want to do this with Revenge of the Damned, so I'm going to do that. Hello, Tom. How you doing, my good buddy, good pal? And then do I want to greed Fuck it. Let's greed. Who doesn't like greed in this stream? Get out of here. Mention proper math and Tom shows up. How you doing, Edwin? By the way, what are you reading these days, Tom? Since I don't think I've asked in a while. And let's get rid of one of these, though maybe it's a little early to do that. Oh, we're up against a knockback Talos. What a jerk. I can never remember how many times she visits the same floor. You would think after 2,000 hours in this game, I would know the answer. And I've just never sat down to actually figure it out. I think we want him behind, but I honestly don't know. I'm about 60% through Wind and Truth. Yeah, I'm about the same. I think I'm closer to like 80% now. I still have a lot to go. It is not a short book, and as much as I've been enjoying it, I have been sort of neglecting it to pay attention to other things. I should probably just use the Bounding Echoes right there. There's only a handful of things to hit. Why couldn't we have drawn it on this hand? It's only as big as Lord of the Rings. Only. Yeah, it's fucking huge. Can you lure her to DQ units if you put train stewards on random floors? I honestly don't remember how she works. Some of the flying bosses just go floor by floor, and some of them try always to go to a floor with your units on them. Like, that's what Patient does, is it always goes to a floor with units, unless it is starting on your only floor with units, in which case we'll go to a different floor, and then we'll come back the next turn. Yeah, fine. We'll just do this. Yeah, I don't really need to generate charges there. So I guess we're just going to preemptively kill you. We'll do that healing. And then I guess we'll just reap Talos a little bit more. But yeah, what do you think of Wind and Truth so far, Tom? Oh, and I forgot that you only have 30 HP. I put the extra HP on the Husk Hermit because I thought this is what was going to happen, is that she was going to knock me back again. So I wanted to put the extra HP on the Husk Hermit so that it could survive better, win back in front. Very slow to start, but it's picked up. Yeah, I'm liking it a fair bit so far. Also, we're just going to do this now. I should have done it last time it showed up. I'm liking it a fair bit. It is a little weird, and I'm waiting to see how it turns out. So far, I don't like some of the retconning, with, like, the Stormfather, but we'll see how that plays out. But it has a lot of interesting stuff that's been revealed so far. Perhaps a bit too exposition heavy, but I'm waiting to see what happens. Yep. I was confused for a second that we're dying, but that's because she's also taking damage from the Reap. But it's not going to be a big deal once we build up our charges. I mean, we are already winning. Now we do a whole lot more damage. Ta-da! Alright, now just give me, like, Animus of Will or Animus of Speed. I'll have to do another reread so far and see if certain things have been foreshadowed or not. Yeah, I was thinking similarly. I mean, it's going to be a while until I do my next reread since I did that this whole past year. It's a lot of rereading, since every book is longer than the last. I think we're taking Adapt and Mutation here. Yeah, not until book 6. Yes, that is my feeling as well. Although supposedly this book ends the first major arc of the series. And so I don't know how much of like a time gap is going to be between this book and the next book. Like in terms of like in world time, not how long it's going to take him to write it. Anyways, I think we're taking Adaptive Mutation, though I honestly can't remember if it works the way that I want it to. I think it does. Which is to say, I think it works the same way as Rage, where it sees the current attack bonus from Spine Chief and sets my HP to that. I am actually just going to skip. It's fine. It's probably good. Yeah, we'll take Animus of Speed. The Kinho's Vessel's kind of cute. It's really not, like, good for us. Animus of Speed is just very good for us. Wow, not testing. I mean, I've done it in the past. I'm pretty confident it works the way that I want. I just don't care that much right now. Used it like a week ago and it did work like Rage. Or that's what you said at the time. Well, I am going to trust my past self and my general understanding of it and assume that it would have worked. I'm pretty confident it works. Which is not how I would have expected it. Like, coming from playing a variety of games, like, it is not the interaction that I would have expected. At least with Rage. With Spine Chief, it makes a little more sense to me. Anyways, I kind of want to go here for like the artifact and the gold. We're going here so I can dupe my dude, because that is just way stronger. So, you know, goodbye Animus. Become part of the Hive. I guess we're going to grab these just so I've got more shards. I don't really need to buff that. So be it. Anyways, look, we got a second Animus. Or not Animus, Husk Hermit. And then we make Corruptor even better. Yeah, it was crazy. You're getting some 460 health shenanigans. Yes, it's very easy to get a ridiculous amount of health from these things. I kind of want to keep the Restoration Detonation just for the sake of using it to get more shards from temples. Not that we need to be hitting a crazy amount of shards, but yeah, I don't know. It feels like the right thing to do. But I don't have any other good removal targets, unless I want to remove the Train Stewards, but I also want to use them to fuse at the next temple. I guess we're removing some Fractures. I could also get rid of the Echo Snares now, which I'm also considering. I probably should have. I was using them just for the HP. Oh, and I didn't even take the healing. Doesn't matter, I'm at full health. Whatever, here we are. This should be fine. We're only getting 2 charges, but it's enough. Although I do need to heal badly. That is the danger of what I'm doing. So we're going to hope that I haven't ruined myself. Okay. We're in a better shape, although I didn't get to use the Root Seeds, which is why we badly need to minus cost things. Yeah, turns out Corruptor is real fucking strong, as I just casually get my dudes up to hitting for 100 each, with very little investment. Oh, I should have done the healing. It's not going to matter. This guy is weakest on bottom floor, although with our 145 shards, he still hits for 30 a turn, and it's 42 goddamn regen. Like, he is no slouch. It's just that I'm ridiculous. Anyways, we set up on bottom floor because it was a little easier to kill him there, since he gets way stronger as he goes up floors. But also it was worth slightly more score, even though score is a meaningless construct. We grab Bog Slime, which I love in general. Matters a lot less here. Yeah, I'll take the Ensnare. It's not really necessary. And then we're definitely going here. All the best Wormkin hits are here. It's quite good. We don't really need Encased Divinity. It's worth taking just because it's one extra starting charge, I guess. They really want me to have magic power. Which I'll take, I guess. Technically, I should have looked at the shop first, but I was confident that regardless of what's at the shop, that was the choice I was going to make. Because even if we see, like, Holdover, I'm going to put it on the Echo Infusion instead. We're doing this in the right order. We won't have enough units to fuse at the next temple, because there's one more, I believe, right there. But whatever. Okay, so, Train Steward's gone. Could get rid of the Echo Snares. They do provide charges now, thanks to Bog Slime. You could always grab 2 units. Yes, I have considered that, but that requires us to see 2 units in the meantime, which is unlikely. Like, we could potentially see 2 Shard Channelers, but the chances of that happening is low. And there is a Hellven if we wanted to. I mean, I'm not that concerned about it, as much as I'm taking shards for shard's sakes. Let's use it in the right order, because this is free for us, thanks to Carving Koriska refunding the energy. Oh, this is Crystal Cloak, isn't it? I also wasn't paying attention. If it is Crystal Cloak, that is legitimately a problem. Well, we'll see what we can do. If it is Crystal Cloak, I may just die. Honestly, probably shouldn't root him. It doesn't really matter. I kill everything before they have a chance to attack anyways. If it's Cloak, I hope you get a handful of fractures or something. I mean, yeah, that's more or less the best that I can help for, kind of. I mean, legitimately, what I need is to be increasing my HP as much as possible in the meantime. But, and we have already filled up all the floors. Okay. But anyway, it's not going to be enough. Just because Crystal Cloak is going to have, like, 11 turns of stealth. And my deck is not thin enough that I see the Echo Infusion enough. If it were Holdover and Spell Chain, we can make that work, but it's not. None of this matters. We have full charges everywhere. Who cares? Okay, yeah. Not Crystal Cloak. We're fine. I mean, Self-Made Harpy, still scary as shit. Don't get me wrong. But I technically should have done the Reap. I didn't. Oh well. Okay, we at least survived 1 round against Self-Made Harpy. I think we maybe still die just because it's got 1,000 fucking HP. And, like, all of our attack dissipates as soon as we lose Spine Chief, which is a problem. But we're getting there. Yep, we're fine. Everything's okay. Because we get 2 rounds of attacks thanks to the Quick. If we didn't have Quick, we'd just absolutely lose this. Or if we had 10 less HP, we lose. But yeah, we get a good chunk of damage on the first swing, and then we get just enough on the second. Self-made doing 80 is the most I've seen, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's gone to 88 before. Yeah, I don't know what its max scaling is, but it's certainly a lot. Do we want Broken Memories here? It is 2 charges. Also, like, this is a good example of why I should have taken the Adaptive Mutation. Didn't even think about Crystal Cloak or Self-Made Harpy, but that is 100% the reason I should have taken it. Anyways, I kind of want to take Broken Memories. It doesn't really do anything for us, but it is kind of cute. We'll skip. We're skipping, although I could have taken the Wildwood Custodian had I thought about it. But I definitely skipped past it without really evaluating what I was doing. Hello, Glacier. How you doing? We already have Permafrost. We are just going to do this. And there's Holdover. Technically should have looked at this first. Not too worried about it. So there's one more temple. Well, I'm not going to do that. And I don't have any units that I'm going to do that on. Like, yeah, technically I can do it on my House Kermit. I'm not going to do it on my House Kermit. Alright. Here we are. Look at us go. Also, poor Temperant. Like, we are 100% the sort of deck that is just going to absolutely dick on him. Why not set up on bottom floor? Where's the harm? Especially since we have our holdover Echo Infusion right off the bat. Oh no, the enemies get stronger. How will we manage? I think I said this last week, but I do think Fel is a cool visual design. It's maybe my favorite looking boss in the game. Not that that's like a super high bar, but still. I figured we may as well bully Fel a little bit with Reap. Just because there's nothing we can do on the bottom floor that matters. We're already capped on charges. I had already used all my buffs for the turn. May as well generate the rest of the charges on Fel's floor. Okay, we can kill there, we can kill there. Stupid restoration detonations don't do any damage, but they generate charges, which is pretty valuable. And after this fight, we get even more ridiculous. I keep forgetting that this one's not infused. Which would be a reason to use the Broken Memories to get back the Bounding Echoes, or to wait on using it till I have them both in my hand. Whatever, it's fine, who cares. Well, we don't get an early kill. I wasn't expecting to, but it would have been cute. But we will kill Fel in mere moments as soon as she shows her face. Oh look, she's already down to 800 HP. I mean, she is very scary if we let her attack. Like, she's hitting for 66 damage a turn. It's not as bad as Self-Made Harpy, mind you, but, like, she's no slouch. But yeah, that's if we let her do anything. Ta-da! And now, we go to the shenanigans, that is Corruptor 3. Don't need this anymore. Wormkin Spike is cute, not really important. We'll take a Woken Rail Spike, though. I don't really need the draw, honestly. It's still good, though. And I think we're doing Echo Infusion duping. Like, oh, yeah, and especially if we get Spell Chain. Easy choice. Have some magic power. Enjoy. Who gives a shit? We only kept that one around this long so we could grab magic power with it. Anyways, now every charge is plus 20 attack, which is really busted. Could have had 3 Hermits with capacity. Yeah, that's true, but it's whatever. Honestly, didn't think about it, and I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I'm just gonna grab the golds. We don't really need that. Especially not with any extract spell also grabbing me extra Ember. Because turns out Carving Koriska is like, it's just good. I find it so ridiculously satisfying. It is maybe my favorite artifact in the game. Like, there are definitely arguments to be made for other artifacts being better. I mean, like, Foundation or Founding Seal, for instance, is pretty fabulous. Railhammer is really nuts. Yada, yada, yada. But Carving Koriska is just really satisfying. Partly just because, A, I really love Wormkin as a clan. And B, a lot of my favorite strategies in Wormkin involve charge manipulation or extract cards. And so having a thing that does both is really great. Also, the Ember is nothing to sneeze at. It makes a huge difference, and it lets you do a lot of cool plays. Yeah, I don't love the spikes, but we should be fine since we've got the Echo Infusion, so I can just make sure that we're good. And we even killed him on bottom floor. Lights get Founding Seal, Capricious Reflection, Ashes. Fuck Capricious Reflection. But otherwise, good list. Okay, just wanted to guarantee that guy dies, and that was the easy way to do it. We do have the Rail Spike, so there's a chance that we were going to draw into other things too, but honestly I should have killed him instead, because we would have taken slightly less spike damage. Who cares? I tried sneaking it in but got caught. Of course he did. I am vigilant against such heresy, Tom. I'm gonna let people just get away with that kind of nonsense. Gurg's Goad. Yeah, Gurg's Goad is also quite good. The problem is that Hellhorn has a lot of good units, but you're still not... Even when you're in Hellhorn, there's a good chance that you're not going to be using a Hellhorn unit. If it applied to champions too, like if it worked for both Queen and Prince, that would make it like way better. It's still very good as is, like, don't get me wrong. It's just not as reliably useful as I want it to be. But again, that's mostly quibbling. Like, it's still very good. I do kind of strongly feel that champions should be allowed to have a second unit type, by the way. And again, don't get me wrong, like, Gurg's Goad is quite good. It's just not always necessary. I mean, like, that's true of, you know, Carving Koriska and all that as well. But, nonetheless. And yeah, Waxer Snuffer, also good. Also, I love Shadowbox. I really don't like Shadowbox. Even when I am using it to good effect, I routinely forget about it mid-battle. And then I'm suddenly surprised when its effect takes off. Oh, can't play these. I also want to nuke my own units, which I would prefer not to. As is often the case with Corruptor, things look really dire at the beginning of the turn, and then we actually play out our cards, and everything suddenly looks pretty alright. Ta-da! Yeah, I'll take Force Contamination. It's a bit wonky, but I'll do it. Engraft is cute. I'm gonna skip it this time. It is quite good, but... I think we might just Hellvent here. There are reasons to go to the Merchant of Magic, namely to fish for, like, remove consume on the Awoken Rail Spike, which is pretty good. But I still kind of just want to go there. Yeah, I think we're just doing that. I think this is more reliable. Notice Stone is cute, not important. Shouldn't matter. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I think honestly I'm just gonna leave everything else. I could pay for more. I could grab all of these, or at least the ones that are relevant. I'm not going to. We only managed to hit 260 shards just because I didn't have more units to fuse, among other things, but that's fine. We did plenty. We are setting up top floor just so they don't generate units above us. $260 slacker. Yep, that's me. Always a disappointment. Unfortunately, until we get the Bounding Echoes, the Echo Infusion is charge neutral rather than charge positive. But we'll fix that soon. Alright, we got rid of his damage shields. Once again, don't have Bounding Echoes. It's not like a big deal. We're not doing damage to Seraph this turn. And all that jazz, so being a little less efficient on charges doesn't change anything. And now these are all infused. And so they each generate an extra charge when we play them. That generates even more. Restoration Detonation continues to be underwhelming as shit. I just really hate that it doesn't do damage unless it heals. Like, it's an okay healing card, not particularly great, and it's a bad damage card. Alright, we'll just prep you with a little bit of melee weakness. Alright. And then you keep sapping us. Ooh, spooky. We lose 26 attack. Like, don't get me wrong, 26 attack is nothing to sneeze at, but when we get 20 damage per charge, I think we'll be okay. Like, yeah. We're pretty fine, especially with his triple melee weakness, which means he takes 1500 from the first strike. And then he's dead. Look at us go. Excuse me. Alright. I mean, any floor works for us. We're going to set a bottom floor just for the sake of it, but here we are. Oh no, they get stronger when we incant. However will we manage? Whoops. It's not quite strong enough to kill that guy, but we'll kill that. And yes, I'm giving him more armor. It doesn't really meaningfully affect things. Because since we have sweep, like, he's not reducing the amount of damage that I do to his compatriots at all. Oh, I did do this in the wrong order. Well, fuck. Fine. And yeah, Spine Chief is taking some damage. It's whatever. We increase his health by so much every turn. Yeah, that was the turn to use the Bounding Echoes, and I fucked it. Because we had all of our uninfused cards together. And now we're missing one of them. It's still worth doing. Whatever. It was a waste. Feels bad. I'm not going to restart the battle just to fix it. Well, we've almost killed Divinity. Not quite. It is always a little amusing to me when your defense is increasing max HP and you're not really doing any healing. Because, like, I'm still at a healthy 245 HP, even though I'm actually down 115 health, which is a lot more than most units ever reach. How you doing, Rip? Are we working on another loss streak or a win streak for tonight? Well, we are off to our first win. First run, first win. Ta-da! That was a pretty simple run. It was a fun run. But like I said, you know, Corruptor's very strong, and Awoken is one of its best pairings. Like, it works very well. Okay. And now, instead, we have literally the reverse. Because we have the other Awoken, and they're our primary, and we have the other... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not Exile Wormkin. Otherwise, it would have been the full reverse. But no, we still have Fractures. I was thinking that we had Echo Breaks. I mean, we'll take Pyrestone Housing. It's, again, questionable on whether we're going to put it to proper use, but these are two clans that can make good use out of it. Diligent needs to be purged. Diligent is by far the worst Seraph. And by worst, I mean worst to deal with. Alright, what are we even looking at? So, Bristling is the better choice here. I might take Explosive just for kicks, even though... I mean, there's a strong possibility that we transition off of it, no matter what. I have jury duty in 8 hours. That does not sound great, Rip. Anyways, what am I doing here? I don't know. I think maybe we go with, Explosive. Fuck it. Let's do it. Steel Singer waiting room. I mean, I'll take it if it shows, I guess, but... Yeah, I guess we'll set up top floor. I probably could have gotten away with doing lower, but... No! No! Cooperate, goddammit you. Like, I just needed one of my many fractures to kill it. Very low bar. And of course, now I also don't get my restores on the turn that I need it. Oh god, what a miserable series of events. And I still don't kill him. I was like, what, 4 damage short of killing? Fuck me. Yeah, I'll do this. I take less damage this way. The Wildwood Sap is nicer because it gives more regen, but we're going to do this so I take less damage and hope that I draw into the other Wildwood Saps. Yeah, you're a bit of a problem, but you're a lot less of a problem with 10 regen. I like Explosive, but like you said yesterday, healing builds rarely work. Yeah, I mean... Explosive's a lot better at low shard / pre-DLC. I think people are way... People are too harsh on it, I guess is what I want to say. It still can work just fine in the DLC. It's just not nearly as strong. You're almost always better off doing Cultivating, both because the extra draw is really nice for basically everything, just by existing, and it's a bit of scaling. And scaling that can work like pretty decently as long as you're not using Quick. As long as you're lining things up properly. And Bristling is fine. It's boring, but it does a decent job, and especially if you're the sort of person who's okay with abandoning your champion and just like putting Sentient bottom floor and letting it die, then it does a good job. But like, people do underestimate how much value you can get out of Explosive Sentient, especially when you're in Wormkin and you're just using the restores to also build charges. Like, that can work plenty fine. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it doesn't need to be your only damage source. It can be, as I've proven. Though it's not recommended. And yeah, in general, healing works just not as well as lots of other things. I don't think we want Wildwood Sap. It's not a third one. Obviously, an infused one's better than a non-infused one, but I don't care. Kind of want the Vine Grasp. I don't think we need the Vine Grasp, though. Yeah, we'll just skip on that for now. I do like Vine Grasp a lot. If we were infused, I'd probably take it. We'll take an Echo Infusion, even though I really want infused things. Keeper is fine. We don't have the best setup for it, but I'll take it for now. Animus of Speed would have been okay too. Mostly to take it as a speculative infusion for later. Yeah, I guess we're going here. I kind of want to go here. Minus costing things is valuable. Wormkin banners are good. Getting holdover on like the Echo Transfer, Echo Infusion could be good. We are going to go here though, especially because we got Pyrestone Housing. So if we grab like Multi-Strike here, that'd be great. No. No. That was very much not what I wanted to see. If we use the focus growth long term, this is pretty decent. I am willing to do it, I guess. I'm not going to do any of the other things here. Where's the Carving Corsica when you need it? Oh, it was last turn? Yeah. I had similar thoughts. But yes, this is when we want Carving Corsica and the Bounding Echoes. Like, both of those would be highly appealing. Although we don't know if we're going to be keeping the Keeper. If we don't get, like, multi-strike on it, then it does tremendously less work for us. But we'll see. Yeah, unfortunately can't play that. Also can't afford the Fracture to kill that guy. Which is not the end of the world because he doesn't give Scourges, but still would have appreciated. Unfortunately, don't have enough charges for the Echo Infusion. But I definitely wanted to get at least the Echo Transfer going. Well, that's why we minus cost that. We are not close to killing these guys, but I am still going to kill these so that they don't fuck with my draws for the next 2 turns. Yeah, I could have killed the frontliner and saved myself some health, but I am worried about this whole situation. Although, again, having as much regen as his attack is a huge break point. Because then we're just protected from his attacks for several turns. Anyways, we took some damage. It's whatever. Things happened. Wasn't great. I hate Sting, but I will take this. And I'm definitely going to take the Bounding Echoes. And then I'm going to, I guess, maybe take this Keeper instead. It's questionable, but I'm still doing it. Give me multi-strike. Okay. Animus of Speed is okay. Animus of Will is what I really want. It's a moot point because there's no temple here either way. Give me that hot, sexy multi-strike. Should have looked at this first, but I totally didn't even think about it. Ooh. Okay. I mean, as much as I hate it, we're gonna make 5 stings. Am I proud of that? No. If I had Carving Corsica, or if it was already infused, I absolutely would have done the Echo Infusion, but I want things that generate charges. I don't want Large Stone. I would have taken Quick if it were offered. I'd considered taking plus 25 HP. Keeper's HP is fine, but it's not particularly impressive. Is that actually I want to set that up? Yeah, I think it is. It's not great, but I don't have easy ability to use the other Keeper, so we're just going to do this. And we are going to filter out some of our enemies. I probably didn't need to, but I just don't want to put myself in danger of taking much damage. This is a good time for that Bounding Echoes. Sure. We'll generate a charge there by sacrificing that noble steward. Okay. And then we suddenly look a whole lot stronger. It's fine. We heal from the damage dealt. We do a tiny bit of damage to Daedalus. And we are scaling. Keeper of Echoes is just a very pleasing unit. It's very satisfying to use. Fuck it. We'll just build more stats. I could have used it to, like, kill this guy, which honestly what I should have done. Or to hurt Daedalus a little bit more. I mean, it doesn't, like, really matter. Noble Steward sacrifice a salamander to the rich streameroni. Are your viewers noble as well? I would like to think that you're all noble souls, but, you know better in your heart of hearts than I do. If you are truly a soul of nobility. Panhandler. Dab mutation's fine. I think we're taking the rail spike, even though it's not infused. I do really like Shard Soul Carver infusion. The problem is that it increases capacity. If it didn't increase capacity, I would use it all the goddamn time. As is, it's fine, and I do use it in the right situations, and it's quite good when you have extra capacity to spare. Like, it works great on, like, Bogfly Chrysalis, for instance. Especially because once you hatch it, you've got both units who are each getting the scaling, which is good. But anyways. God, I really wish that my throat wasn't bothering me today. We're skipping. We don't need these. The infusion I've got is not particularly impressive, but that's fine. God, and I meant to take capacity, and I wasn't thinking about it. Oh, well. Well, here we are. Okay, we'll take Corrupted Cloud, and we're going to take Broken Wheel. We are not going to take Judgmental Fittings, because it is so fucking terrible to deal with, and it is also not worth it. Yeah, I didn't really need capacity yet anyways. That's fine. So our next dupe is all the way down here. And then there's one at the end. Though I can't really justify that unless I get certain things. I know that doesn't make sense without the context of what I was thinking and not saying, but that's fine. Anyways, we're going here. This is what we're doing. I mean, the explosive doesn't really matter. We'll still keep it for the moment, I guess. It is kind of cute with Corrupted Cloud once it transforms and heals every turn. Okay. We're probably using that on the Rail Spike. And we do have the Bounding Echoes, which is a thing. Okay, whatever. Fine. Enjoy. I really wanted Permafrost. That's what I wanted. Fuck it. We'll do that. I don't always do that, but I'm willing to do it here. It's not perfect by any means, but it's a thing. And then Keeper, you become part of the other Keeper. I would have much preferred like an Animus of Will, whatever. The Keeper infusion is really not that impressive. Also, I should have looked at this first. Kind of wanted to do the Glugsider infusion. It's not good. It actually would have been pretty bad for us. Mostly because of the capacity increase. Anyways, don't need to remove the Stewards. I might remove the Wildwood Saps. I think actually we just remove the Saps. In time, we maybe get rid of the echo transfers, but I don't really want to do that. We're just going to start with this, even though it looks a little awkward. Anyways, here we go! Living in the dream. Who gives a shit about Spell Shield? I mean, like, I do have stings, whatever. Also, I'm just mad that these guys are going to be ruining my day. Sure, I'm going to do this now just because we don't know when we're going to draw other things we care about alongside it, and then we'll just generate a little bit of charge. Alright, we get the collector, and we zero cost a sting. How exciting. Well, that's one steward purged from the deck. We do have a lot of shards already, which is vaguely concerning, especially because I don't have particularly good healing. So Sentient will die sort of quickly. Like, the Corrupted Cloud is doing a lot of damage to us. But and we cannot afford to lose the Keeper. Oh, that did not do enough for me. Oh, and that's a lot of damage. Well, this is concerning. Ow. Yeah, these guys are really fucking with me. At least we get the heal, but I really wanted that mere moments ago. I still take some pyre damage, which honestly matters quite a bit. My pyre's already slow. I think I just died to this guy. Oh, should have played you first. I think we're just doing that. Yeah, okay. That's enough. Okay. And then, luckily, he's not dying to the Reap, because if he died to the Reap, we were still absolutely fucked. Because the Broken Wheel would have purged the Keeper of Echoes, even though I won the fight. And that was not something we could handle doing. I do want the Engraft, although I want it to be infused. And so I think we're going to skip on that. Force Contamination is something. I'm gonna skip in this instance. I'm probably okay with taking Quick here. We're not crazy well set up for it at the moment, but hey. I mean, realistically, should not be taking those shards. But hey, here we are. Not what I wanted. Vaguely tempted to take the Echo Stone. Well, we're not going to. We're just going to go to the Merchant of Steel. Although, realistically, we should probably go to the Merchant of Magic. Next ring. Okay. Let's get rid of another Fracture. Alright, we're not in a great shape. We're in slightly better shape now, but not great. I mean, you know. I probably should not be taking the armor just because life is problems. But we'll see. See what happens. I'm going to not play the Bounding Echoes first this time. fine. I will do it because it hits the Echo transfer, which is something. Alright, I'm going to play those up top because I do need to be generating as many charges as possible. It does actually make a big difference. Oh, and I do have Quick, which does help. I already forgot about that. Okay, let's kill that one. And then we just barely get enough damage to kill him. So helpful, Rip. Always so helpful. Anyways, this is why I aggressively thinned out the deck. Because it does make everything a lot more reliable here. As I am suddenly drawing my things much more consistently. Which turns out matters quite a bit. Not quite what I was hoping for. But that's definitely enough to get the kill still. I probably should have done the math first just to confirm that that was enough, but I was pretty confident it would be even after draining some charges. But if it weren't, he would have killed me, or at least come close. I didn't actually see what its attack came to, but I'm only at 7, which is, turns out, not a lot. So I have very little wiggle room. I actually don't want to kill the backliner because he makes Harpy stronger. And when it's got 8 attacks, that's a lot of fucking damage. Should have done the piercing one first. Doesn't matter, we already have the win. I'm only playing this out for my own enjoyment. Thank God Broken Wheel can't purge your champion, by the way. That would make it absolutely just so disgusting. We're not taking Pyro Growth. There's an argument for Focus Growth. If it were infused, I would take it. It's not. Soul Siphon's cute. And I will say that I really love one particular Keeper-focused combo with Soul Siphon, but we'd have to also hit Remove Consume and Holdover, kind of, and we'd have to get Echoes of the Past. I just couldn't think of the name of the card for a moment. Why'd you take Broken Wheel? I took Broken Wheel for sort of 2 reasons, basically 1 reason. I took it because it was a free purge of my 3 remaining Train Stewards. I played them out, they died, I don't have to pay gold to remove them. That's why I took it. Technically, it will also give me Endless in a moment, which is kind of valuable. Not really, just for how the rest of the battle is going to end, or the rest of the run's going to play out. I basically only took it to remove the stewards. Anyways, we're not taking Soul Siphon. I do really like Return Soul. I think we're skipping it here. It's not bad, but I don't think we need it right here. If it were infused, I would take it. We're definitely getting that, so we don't have to take the damage every turn. I was confused for a second, because even though I just picked up the Vial of Tears, in my mind, the healing one is the green one. And I was like, but I just already took the healing one. And then I was confused, thinking, what did I take? Anyways, I guess we take this. I'm not sure that I actually want Endless, honestly. But I'll still take it. It's fine. It's not really any downside to it for the most part. I should probably go to the left here. Because minus costing some things There's not too many more things to minus cost, but just like getting more of these minus costed is valuable. Getting permafrost on this in particular is quite good. And the healing is really nice. I am going to go here, though. I will take Vapor Funnel. It's not really what I wanted. Okay. I'm gonna take Center South, I guess. Root Split Mask was maybe an argument too. And I am just gonna do this now. I don't love it. It's fine. It is what it is. Definitely not as impressive as I wanted from Firestone Housing, but it's honestly about what I expected. I do like Trap Shoot, and I think I'm willing to take Trap Shoot. It just buys me a bit of time. And yeah, I didn't even realize that it was Scourge Felt, even though I'd seen that earlier. Makes Sinner Salve way more valuable. I took it partly just because it's good in general, but partly because we're up against Diligent, and there's no way I'm setting up bottom floor, and I don't really have defense versus the... like, I don't have a way to kill the Scourge generators, and it's whatever. Point is, it was good against Diligent. It's even better against Felt. It's incredibly good against Felt. Just because her generating the 2-cost one in particular is really impressive. Especially since first turn I wouldn't be able to play it. And I'm already at 7 HP. Which is just a very bad situation to be in. Anyways, we're doing this. I'm not going to pay to remove anything else right now. I was really hoping for other things than what I got. Oh wow. Yeah, I can't really set up bottom floor. So, that's fine. It just means that we're going to have a bunch of our draws fucked with. I do wish I'd gone to the Merchant of Magic instead. It is what it is. So be it. I'd say we couldn't have known, but we largely knew. Yep. Oh boy. At least we're drawing so many cards. Like, it really sucks to have my entire hand eaten up with those, but at least it's not, like, lethal for us. Also, again, Center Salve, like, really coming in clutch. That would have been very bad for us otherwise. Alright, you are not going to generate Scourges for the moment. On the good side, they cost nothing. Yes. Like I said, Center Salve really coming in clutch for us. Because without it, we'd be in a much, much more dangerous spot. Unfortunately, I haven't generated charges on any other floor, so I can't kill that guy even with the Reap I put on him. Oh, I should have done this in a slightly different order. Kind of. Don't forget capacity after the fight. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I mean, there's an argument to be made for not taking capacity, but you are correct. That is what I'm planning on. It's gonna be a little awkward because we don't have an alternate. Like, we don't have any extra Ember Source. So if we draw both Keepers on turn 1, then it is a little problematic, but it is what it is. That's just what we got to deal with. So helpful, Rip. But yeah, we're absolutely taking capacity. Also, I'll be honest, I forgot that we had Vapor Funnel. I kept thinking that, like, you know, if we ever let a single one of these guys leak, we just die. Technically not true. Although if we let the explosion guys through, it will put us in a precarious position. I wish more of my cards were infused. Oh well. So be it. Oops. I did not mean to play that on him. Oh well. It's still more valuable to do this here than to do it on Fel. Just because I get a lot of stats per charge. And then, like, last run, even if Sentient dies, we're not in a bad situation. Because the strength of the Keeper is not dependent on Sentient whatsoever. Ta-da! Look at us go. Truly a man among men. Do I want a perfect Insanity? I'll be honest, I kind of want a perfect Insanity. We are hitting the right number of charges decently often. You know what? Fuck it. Should I take the Rail Spike instead? Yes. Am I taking it? No. We are taking capacity. I almost took draw on Reflex, but we are definitely taking capacity, especially since I already am getting a bunch of extra draw thanks to the stings. It is a little unreliable because I don't get it every turn. Whatever, that's fine. I would thin my deck further, but we are up against Diligent, who's going to fuck that up a little bit. Anyways, we're doing this. Sure, fine. And then we have a second Keeper. What I really wanted was Forever Flame or Hell's Banners or Carving Koriska. That's what I wanted. But I'll take what I get. How could I? With incredible ease, Rip. Didn't even leave a lasting impression upon my mind. Really need this to have Permafrost. Okay, here's that, which we can just barely play with the Ember Drain. But, nonetheless, we are in pretty good shape. Especially because we now get a boatload of stats per charge. We do not have the most efficient charge generating team. Oh well, we make do. What is in here? Okay, let's do this one first, and then that. Fine. I'm going to play that out just because it doesn't matter in this fight. But I don't want to use it top floor because I don't want to stack the waves any harder. Perfect time to take Capricious Reflection without it hurting much. Rip, you have to understand it would hurt me deep in my soul no matter when we take it. It causes me a great unenviable grief. It causes me lasting trauma to the end of my days. So we're not going to take it. How's it going, Salamander? It's going okay, Major Laser. How you doing? Good buddy, good pal. Look at us go. Spamming out our cards. Living the dream. Having a cold channel run if it's offered. I will play Soul Guard, and we'll see what happens. Though you do have to pick which secondary starter card you want as well. I will say, if you want Cold Channel, the worst option to pick is Umbra. The best is probably Hellhorn with Torches. The Wormkin can also work out. Yeah, look at that sweet, sweet, perfect Insanity. if damage shields worked with Revenge, Umbra would be quite good for Cold Channel. Or at least acceptable. But it does not. Yeah, Hellhorn Torch or Echo Break, whatever you think is cooler. Nah, up to you. Take your pick. You've got 2 more battles to decide. But the choice is yours. I'll play either. Oh boy, I don't know how we'll possibly deal with such an incredible threat. Oh, I really want a perfect insanity him. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and yes, I did these in the wrong order, so be it. Alright, look, 6 charges. I actually needed 1 less because this is infused and I wasn't thinking about it. But anyways, goodbye, 666 HP. I've said this before, but it was very silly when that used to be 666 damage and not shave off 666 HP. Might sound very similar, but at the time, it meant that playing like Spell Weakness, especially Spell Weakness Tethys, you could easily blast an opponent for an insane amount of damage with very little investment. Not that Tethys is particularly strong in the DLC, but still, it was very notable that you could just blow something up out of nowhere with, again, basically no build-up. Engraft is pretty solid, but it's not infused, and I'm not going to fuck around with it. Alright, Echoes it is, just love Wormkin. I, too, love Wormkin. I will at some point make the Covenant a 100 thing a mod, just so when you say that and forget you used it because you agreed to. I don't know what you mean by that, Splat. Anyways, I think we're going to the left here. There's sort of things I would like to hell then, but I think we're just doing this. Also, if we get like Lightstone Casing, that would be cute. Mark of an Exile is worthless. Precious Plating is fine. Boon of the Blacksmith, honestly pretty good with Vapor Funnel. Doesn't really matter right now. We're not leaking anything. Although it would let me set up lower down in Diligence Fight. I think we still don't want to do that because I don't think I've got fast enough scaling to deal with the first wave. But the toughest boss in the game gets 200 HP per Covenant above 25. Ah, gotcha. I mean, even then, that would not be bad. How is 50% champ health worthless? I'll be honest. It's because I thought this was the attack damage one, and I wasn't paying attention. You are correct, Rip. That Mark of an Exile actually quite good with Sentient. But also, yeah, it doesn't matter. We're building up a bunch of HP with the Keepers, and everything is stunned or dazed on top floor. Doesn't actually matter, but you're correct that I 100% misread which one we were looking at. And that's on me. Okay, there's the Permafrost. Which does uncomplicate my life. Well, those are not helpful. In the slightest. Okay, that's cute. Do I want to hold over Perfect Insanity? Kind of. Should I? No. But do I want to? I'll be honest, I do. You know what? We're living the dream. Although, admittedly, the dream would be spell chaining it and holdovering it, but I definitely do not have the charge generation for that. I think Perfect Insanity holdover is perfect here. You would, Rip. Anyways, we're going to do this. I was going to do it on one of these, but with the holdover Perfect Insanity, it's actually going to go on... it's going to go on a Sting, honestly. And this is going here just for a little bit of breathing room. And then what am I doing? Am I getting rid of the echo transfers? I honestly maybe should, but what we're going to do is we're just going to get rid of the fractures. Well, we're fine. It's okay. It's a shame that none of these are useful. Technically, Trader's Quill does something for us. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? Unfortunately, I cannot play these both on turn 1, which is not ideal. We are going to daze you so you don't slow me down. And then we're going to wait till we draw back into our keeper, which is unfortunate. This is good enough, I guess. Oh, and I forgot that I don't have the Ember to play that because I did that in the wrong order. Whoops. I totally forgot. But I need to be conscious of that now, which feels bad. So I am leaking all these. It doesn't actually matter because we do have Vapor Funnel. Also feels bad that I didn't even hit 200 shards, but that's fine. Yeah, this is why this fight's annoying as shit. And I can't lose the Echo Transfer first because I don't have enough charges to use it. The problem with using the Rail Spike is there's a very real possibility that we hit the Keeper and then we won't be able to play the Keeper. And that is not really an option. And I can't use the Perfect Insanity either here. Or whatever. We're just going to leave it. Because it's just so important that I get the Keeper in play. Because if I don't, it just gets more and more awkward. Okay. But now we're scaling at the appropriate rate. Honestly, I should have put the weaker one in front. Oh well, fine. Yeah, I will say it is very strange to me to be below 200. It's also strange to say because I remember when I was first getting started with 200 shard runs, and it's very difficult, and I really had to plan out how to hit it routinely and adjust my play pattern and all that. And now it's just that thing we do literally all the time. Oh, I didn't want to redraw into the Perfect Insanity. Oh well. This is the nature of running this deck in this situation. I could have avoided that, but I did it to myself without thinking. Well, this will at least work a lot better during Divinity than it's working here. Okay, so you still got only one stealth. Who legitimately even cares? Get yourself out of here, Vengeful Shard, you piece of miserable sin. Alright, and thus, not even Sentient dies. So even if it had, technically it was endless, though we don't have another turn to play it. I do enjoy that even though the Sentient starts with 0 attack, we get it up to 100 plus damage by the end of the battle, just from the Keeper in Spire triggers. Oh boy, look at us go. Okay. Yeah, I was really hoping to not draw both those fuckers in the same turn. Oh well. So be it. Anyways, we're dazing Divinity for a little bit. And then we're gonna get this shit going. I mean, it's fine. Without the Scourge cards, we get back down to it much faster. Okay, fine. Would have been nice to hit the Echo Transfers too. Oh well, here we are. And the Focus Growth. I just have too many non-infused things. I mean, we're doing okay since I draw like 10 cards repeatedly and we're beautiful and wonderful and all that jazz. But hey. Okay, now we can get the other Keeper finally. Feels bad that for the last 2 fights I haven't been able to do that properly. So what I mean is we just shave off 666 HP from Divinity every turn. Well, we are leaking one of them because our scaling is not where it needs to be thanks to drawing the Keeper so late. Doesn't matter, we don't take damage thanks to Shard of Divinity, but it still does feel bad. Okay, so we're gonna do this first because it bypasses his armor. Then we just do a bunch more damage to Divinity. Okay, look at us go. Living the dream if I've ever seen it. It doesn't look quite as impressive because since it changes the max HP, the amount of health we've reduced it is not reflected in the visual here. And so it looks like we've only, shaved off about 1/4 of its life, but it is down to 1700 of a max 2,300 now. Anyways, it just tickles me a little bit. Because we've already done, you know, like 3,000 damage or whatever to it. It's just not really reflected in the bar. Stupid guy giving him multi-strike. What a jerk. I mean, it doesn't kill us. We've got plenty of HP to burn. Like, again, even without healing my dudes... I mean, we're technically healing a little bit from the Vial of Tears every turn, but... We're just sitting on a boatload of HP because the Keepers scale both HP and damage every time we do a charge. Oh, look, his max HP is merely 1,000. And that's enough that we hit the break point, that we get one more attack in on Divinity. And there we go. Did we have a Remnant Umbra yet? We did not. We have basically just done Wormkin and Awoken and more Awoken and Wormkin. But I already promised Major Laser that we're doing Soul Guard with Echo Breaks for the next run, even though it's more Wormkin. With the specific request that we try to do Cold Channel, though, that is really contingent upon us hitting like Echo Infusion or making a very wonky Keeper or, well, we could also sort of do with Lodestone Totem or Guardian Stone if we happen to see those options. Yeah, anyways, here we go. Cold Channel is like your default Soul Guard. It's really not. I do play Titan Channel way more often. I just talk about Cold Channel more often, and it's definitely more memorable when it happens, because Titan Channel just kind of sits there and does some damage and blocks. But Cold Channel does sort of take over the run as long as you've got the support to make it work. I definitely prefer Cold Channel. It's by far my favorite of the Soul Guard options. For a lot of... Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Well, that's fine. We're going to lose our win streak. I don't care. Oops. Meant to hit a main and run. Yeah, that's fine. We can lose our win streak. Soul Guard. And then Echo Breaks. Yeah, anyways. Here we are. First off, let's see if Cold Channel's offered. I guess we'll re-roll since we already broke our win streak and just do that. And we do start with the Guardian Stone. Not a bad time to see Cold Channel. Alright, let's see what we can make work with this. Mind Horde is cute. I think we probably want the Cleansing Water. The Mark of Invasion is sort of a problem, but I really want that money, and we barely survived because of the Cleansing Water. I'm gonna kill one of you. I really need to kill him before he gets to top floor. I really didn't want to take all that damage, but at least we didn't die. Okay. And then you badly need to die, and then we're still in bad shape. Really need that Guardian Stone, among other things. Unfortunately, I do get Ember Drain now. There's the Guardian Stone, of course, at a time when I can't do fuck all with it. Oh well, we're going to take a little bit of damage, but here we are. do that. Because we do want to kill both, well, 2 of those. Unfortunately, we need to be building up a lot more armor than that. Okay, this is good enough. We're going to do that, and that, and that. We don't quite kill him here, but we do enough that we're able to survive a couple hits with each person, or at least with the front 2. And then he gets 2 hits off and he dies, and that's fine. If we had drawn better, or if I hadn't taken the trial, that would have gone tremendously better. Might take the Crypt Builder. Probably taking the Crypt Builder. The Unnamed Tome is fine. I don't totally hate it, but we'll take a Crypt Builder. We are definitely taking Echo Infusion. Like, without a doubt. Unfortunately, I also would have really liked the Bounding Echoes to go with the Echo Infusion, but far and away, that's what we wanted. And now we have choices to make. So, I'll tell you right now, what we're probably doing is we're probably infusing that Guardian Stone into something else. It is also possible that we could use the Guardian Stone and like self-infuse it, but then we have to draw it early enough in the fight that it matters. Getting the Echo Infusion takes a little bit of pressure off of that, but also makes it more valuable to go to the Merchant of Magic in case we get holdover anyways. There's an eel on the left. Doesn't matter if there's an eel. We're not using it. But what I'm considering is that we might take a Bogfly Chrysalis if it were offered. Just because when it hatches, then we'd have 2 Guardian Stone infused Bogflies, and that's pretty cute. It would be a little hard for us to hatch, but we could probably make it work. And even if it doesn't hatch, the main thing I want is just a turn 1 Guardian Stone. I think I'm okay with fishing for that. And there's holdover. It's all coming together. Meh. Meh. I mean, we still probably take Keeper here just for, like, some reliability. Carver's also good, but it wouldn't have left space for the Guardian Stone. And the Keeper does increase Soulguard's HP a little bit. Holdover on the Offering Token I was also considering until we saw the Echo Infusion. It would be nice with the Crypt Builder, but I want the Echo Infusion. I want it to be infused too, but, you know, we'll take what we can get at this point. Let's remove you. And that's good enough for the moment. This is honestly concerning, but who am I to turn down trials, really? I mean, it is very bad, but nonetheless, what kind of life do I live if I don't take each and every trial? I will happily take that Guardian Stone right here and now. And now we need to draw an Echo Break next turn. A safer one? I think you mean a fucking coward, Rip. Okay, now we can kill you, which is important to my success in life. Starting like Sal almost never ends up with 0 fire damage. Yeah, you are 100% correct that I almost always leave Ring 1 having taken a fair bit of damage. Like, I say this often, but really, like, I consider any time you're leaving Ring 1 at above 20 HP, usually like 21 HP, to be a pretty successful Ring 1. Because, like, you can recover from that, and if you're taking the shards and if you're taking the trial, it's usually giving you a good leg up to start the rest of the run. Especially unit drafts are so good to see early that it's just very valuable if you can manage it. And then we just blow them up. Like, yeah. That was a pretty easy fight for us because we drew things in a reasonable ordering. I don't really need another offering token. This one is an infused one, so I kind of want to take it. Though I don't actually know if we're going to use the Keeper of Echoes. I think I'll still take it, though. I'm absolutely taking the Bounding Echoes. And we're going to do it. We're going to switch to Bogfly Chrysalis, even though the Keeper is doing pretty okay work for us. I should probably go here for Permafrost and minus cost. I think we're going here just for raw HP, though. I think that's what we're doing. Yeah, let's just do it. I do think this is probably better. But either way, yeah, there's not another Merchant of Magic for quite a while. There wouldn't have been a Merchant of Steel for a bit either, but so be it. Anyways, there's some HP. Look at us go. Doesn't matter what this is. It's gone. Guardian Stone, you are part of the Bogfly Collective now. -2, I guess we're going to do here just because I can. And then enjoy your piercing as well, even though I realistically should not be taking so many shards. But where's the fun in that? Yeah, I'll take a Rail Spike, although that's what I should have put the -2 on. It's almost like, I say this all the time, that I should wait till after seeing that. I mean, it's a bit of a hit or miss, because if you see like the 5x dupe event, like, you'll kick yourself for not having done the upgrades, yada yada yada. But in this instance, like, I really should have done that differently. I think I'm pretty okay with just taking this HP here. Though, let's reroll and see if we get Incant Armor. Yeah. The armor will be lost when it hatches, but that's fine. That's okay. It's better in the long run. And then... Goodbye, Keeper, even though maybe we should keep you. Doesn't matter. You're right. No, you should be taking all shards so you're not a coward. Alright, Rip. We're doing it. I mean, I can't actually promise that. But we're off to a good start. Yeah, get fucked by Cleansing Water. Although, what fucks these way more is Sigiled Seaweed, which silences them and then they never explode. They do get in your way, which can still fuck you up, but nonetheless. The Keeper was not a Keeper, feels bad, man. Hey, Keepers got to shine pretty decently last run. And they're legitimately one of my favorite units. I mean, it doesn't super matter what we do there, because we can only play one of them, and I just want to hatch my dudes. Alright, well, didn't quite manage to kill this guy before they hit the pyre. That's what I was trying to do. Although now I'm pretty low on HP on Soul Guard, and I wasn't really fully accounting for that. But, this is actually sort of a problem. Please don't ruin this. Thank God. I just really needed it not to discard the thing. I needed to generate one charge. And until then, there's a problem. This is why we badly need to refine the deck. This does sort of cause problems, but overall is fine. Why did we draw you right now? I'm still going to greed, even though this means I take a little bit of damage. Whatever, it's fine. I probably shouldn't have done that. But hey, whatever. Alright. It's fine. We can afford to take a little bit of damage on Soul Guard. I would like to stop taking Pyre damage, though. I have more than enough damage to do this, so... Okay. So we do that, and then we're going to self-proc Soul Guard, and then we easily beat him. He's already got 92 Frostbite. He gets 31 Frostbite every time he attacks into us. Plus the Bog Flies are doing pretty decent damage. Even though I'm probably going to get rid of those Echo Transfers as time goes on. Yes, hello, cat. I can see you wish to be involved. We could do the Siren Song. We're not going to. Hoarfrost Effigy, also technically an option that we're not going to take. And Echoes of the Past is generally quite good, but not what we're going to do. Okay. You don't say. We can't do Broken Wheel. Because if we do, the moment that our egg hatches, it will be purged from the deck. So we're not going to do that. Alright, have a nice night, Fury. See you tomorrow. We are not doing Judgmental Fittings. It's real bad. And the reward is just not worth it. Corrupted Cloud, I don't think we want. Yeah, like, it's fine. We might be able to make it work. It's just not important. Especially because mostly... a lot of our defense is coming from armor, and so it just doesn't matter a whole ton. I do kind of want to see what that artifact is. We're going here, though. I really want the removals. The duping is very good, too. And now it's even better, though I badly need to get the Bounding Echoes at the same time. We're going to do that on the Echo Transfer, I guess. Okay, Cold Channel 2. Which just increases HP, but it does make it a lot less awkward to start. And let's get rid of these. I badly need to purge more stuff. I'll admit, I kind of want to dupe the egg, so that I will have even more Guardian Stone action. But here we are. We have other priorities at this juncture. Technically, it's better to place that first, even though the chances that I hatch that egg this turn are extraordinarily low. Yeah, not helpful. Not helpful to have the extract cards when I cannot use them. Good enough. Even if we're only hitting one of these. But, like, we're not going to roll over until to the other one anytime soon. So we're just going to accept that this is what we got. Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough Ember for all of these, so... Yeah, I should have just done it. I didn't math, and I just kind of hoped that he was going to die. He didn't. I take a hit. Oh well, he at least dies. Got slobbered on my arm a little bit, but whatever. Here we are. Well, I was going to do this differently, but we'll happily Crypt Builder that. Kind of. The problem with that is that it then means that we're getting less revenge triggers, because there's one less hit coming into us. So I actually do less damage to this guy. Also, my Bogflies are doing a lot less damage because I'm stealing charges from them, which is a problem. I just need to survive, like, this ring, and then we can refine things better. Fuck you. God damn it. And I still can't play that one out. This is why I was afraid of putting Purge on that one, because I still need to be able to play it. God, I'm just bleeding HP. Well, fine. I should still survive this. I just needed to make sure I had killed the back guy. Also, he doesn't have spikes. I thought he did, but it got removed from the, cleansing water, I guess. Also, fuck you and your stupid Ember Drain, you bastard. Well, luckily, it didn't end up mattering too much that turn, but it could have been very bad. Okay. At least we thankfully get rid of this Echo Transfer. I was afraid we were going to end the battle without actually getting to do that. Okay, anyways, we have proof of concept. That battle went very badly for us. I very badly need to refine my deck more. Unfortunately, there's no Merchant of Magic next, which is what I most strongly need. Fine, I'll take a Preserve, I guess. It's not what I want, but it is what I'll take. We're going here. If there were healing, I would take the healing, but there's not. In case Divinity is helpful. It's not incredibly helpful, but it is helpful. This doesn't matter, because our Bogfly is already full. Interesting. Not super helpful. And by not super helpful, I mean incredibly unhelpful. Okay. We're gonna get rid of an Echo Transfer, even though I probably should have waited on that one. We're gonna get rid of one of those. And then we're going to burn some cash. Goodbye. Goodbye. And that's as much as I can do, but that at least makes a big difference. The armor is maybe gonna get me killed. I am tempted to set up bottom floor this time. I think that's worth trying. Usually I don't, but I think it's worth doing here. Oh, I should have hit you a little bit. Doesn't really matter. You're going to die from the Frostbite next turn anyways. The real question is, am I going to survive? God damn you. And then I can't get that. Okay. Okay. This helps a ton. You are a problem that I unfortunately need to solve. But mostly we're fine now. Okay. Yeah, here we are. Would love carving Korska, but also just getting to Immersion Magic is going to help a ton. Luckily, the Frostbite is applied to all enemies whenever we are hurt, unlike stupid Glugsider's ability. I should have done this differently. I spaced out on the fact that one of these was 0 cost and the other was not. Either way, we'll do this. I should have encamped on this floor, but who cares? It doesn't matter in the slightest. As I am far and away truly a being of utmost power. Anyways, Self-Made Harpy gets absolutely fucked by our ability, as it attacks 9 times, but we also return 36 damage every time it attacks, which quickly results in its death. Also, by setting up on bottom floor, I wasn't making use of Encased Divinity. It felt bad. Oh well. The sap, kind of appealing, but also ruins things if we sap too much. Anyways, I will happily take some healing. I will happily take some removals, and let us Merchant Magic our way to a more viable state. Okay. Sure, we'll hold over this one. Not exactly what I wanted, but fine. I really wanted Permafrost, but so be it. What do I want to spell chain? We could spell chain the offering token. It's a bit awkward. It's still probably worth doing. That does account for all of my Ember every turn between these 3, which is okay. It's not great with the Awoken Rail Spike, but it's okay. I honestly don't want to do this, and thus I'm not going to, even though it means we're missing out on shards. You know what? Fuck it. It goes on the one that costs 1. And that suddenly, mysteriously disappears from our life. And now we're up against Arcus, who is going to not have the Incant Shard. Nope, of course he has the Incant Shard. Why would he not have the Incant Shard? I mean, I know I could check ahead of time. I just never do. Yeah, I mean, we'll set up top floor. It does just make my life easier. Okay, and then we permafrost that Bounding Echoes, which at least helps. And I believe that's basically everything we needed to do. And we don't even totally need it anymore since we have Encased Divinity. And by don't totally need it anymore, I mean we basically don't need it at all. It's still sort of nice for helping hatch the egg. Also, I'm going to do this now just because I basically don't make good use of the Awoken Rail Spike anymore. And I want to make sure I'm getting as many incants as I can, especially before the incant shard comes up here, since that is an inevitable future. They did sort of make this worse for me, because there's one less hit. Getting Frostbite on Arcus. Oh well. It's fine. Not a big deal. I have too many offering tokens. Yeah, just barely enough to make the difference. I wasn't sure if it was going to be. I knew it was going to be close. And after this fight, we get what we in the biz call a whole lot stronger. Whoops, that's the one we want. Because it has piercing. Oh, no. Gotta fix that. Oh, I don't know what that was. Hold on 1 second while we fix something. Don't mind me, as I don't pay enough attention to this thing. There we go. Okay. Okay, here's the Incant Shard finally. We're going to just not play that there. Enjoy some extra HP, I guess. I didn't really want to do it like that, but so be it. We're just gonna do that. Oh, I'm not killing them this turn. Well, isn't that concerning? Well, it is what it is. I'm taking some fire damage, but we should survive because they just each get one hit off and then die. Again, this is the consequence of taking a lot of shards. But I couldn't afford to do a lot of incanting top floor because they would have 100% ruined my day. Okay, there we go. Everything's fine. And I guess we'll leave that one in hand for now. Yeah. Already got 141 Frostbite on. It's not, like, insane by any means. Could be doing way better, but, you know, nothing to slouch at. Oh, there we go. So that kills him. Unfortunately, it is not enough to kill you. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. Because I've got plenty of armor and tons of HP. Thanks to hitting both the Guardian Stone and the Echo Infusions. And the Holdover and the Spell Chain. Like, it's doing a lot for us. It is slow to play every turn, but, you know, so be it. And we'll just leave the Foregone Power in hand till this turn so we can get the maximal number of incants. I actually should have used the other one that didn't cost energy to play. It doesn't really affect anything, but it was technically better. Anyways, we shoot ourselves a couple times. We do that. He gets to hit us a couple times. And 300 Frostbite becomes a lot more Frostbite. And he dies a ignoble death. Arcus also has a pretty cool visual design. Turn Kinstone's fine. Doesn't matter for us right now. We're taking draw. Look at us go. I think we're going to the left here. It's not super important, but sure. Oh, we don't really need the... We don't really need the permafrost anymore. I don't want those, but I might take them anyways. The problem... And is there another temple? There's not. The problem is that I want to be able to use my spells to self-proc Soul Guard, and if I give them, you know, 40 magic power, it suddenly hurts way too much to be reasonable. Just occurred to me that it's been 3 years since the last Overlord novel. I had no idea. Because I don't read or watch Overlord. I watched the first couple episodes of Season 1, but no more. I didn't particularly like the main character. Oh, actually, I read the manga, not watched. I think I also watched, like, the first episode or two. Regardless, point is, don't care. It's Overlord. I know it's very popular. It's never been my thing. I think we're just taking the HP. And by that, I mean the HP for the thing. We could probably have done the others just fine. I mean, we definitely could have, but here we are. Spell Shield doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we're gonna set up bottom floor and try to make this work, even though it does make the Echo Infusions way less reliable. And I don't have quite as much Ember this turn. Unhelpful. Well, here we are. So we kill you, so you don't interfere, and then you get a decent amount of Frostbite. Not enough amount of Frostbite. I don't know if this is going to be good enough just because these guys escaping is just too terrible. Also, I'm not killing the dude, which I don't love. I don't know that this is feasible. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so the Crypt Builder's in there. Really was hoping to draw it. So I could use it on top floor. I mean, realistically, I could probably just set up on top floor and I'd be fine. But... Aha! We've done it! Alright, I made it work. Everything's okay. Bogfly's cheerleader squad? Yeah. They're here not at all for their damage. They're purely just meant to offer support. Noble and true companions. Whatever, fine. Who cares? Doesn't matter if I'm killing this guy fully on this floor or not. He's got multiple turns to ascend and be worthless. And we just slowly have to play out all of our spell chains. I mean, I really like spell chains ability. I think it's one of the coolest things they added to this game, but it is also pretty slow to use at times. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we get so much HP. We're not doing like crazy well with the armor. That is also technically because they're knocking off the armor every turn. But yeah, we're doing pretty okay. You know who else is pretty slow? This guy right here. Good morning, Sal. How are you? Hope you're well. How's the weather? It is okay. I am okay for the most part. I was very tired today. Didn't accomplish much at all. Oh well. These things happen. That's my life. That's just who I am as a human being these days. And we're just going to have to accept that together. Alright, look at us go, passing off a whole lot of frostbite, and he's dead very quickly. Not even close to wounding our health, let alone our pride. Another garden stone's cute, absolutely not important. And here we are. I admittedly kind of wanted to dupe the bogfly. There's really no reason to dupe the bogfly. I could dupe the Echo Infusion, except that I don't have enough Ember to play out the spell chain of the Echo Infusions and the Offering Token if I get a third one. One more egg. More egg. These are trying times, Sal. More eggs would be welcome. I mean, it's not the correct choice, but you know what? For you guys, I'll do it. I'll happily take Founding Seal. That's what we in the biz call a really easy fucking decision. I will also take Garvin Korska and Cuddlebeard. And yeah, there's no fucking reason to do the eggs, by the way, since, like, just making another Echo Infusion way stronger. But you know what? I said I would do it, so we're doing it. And then this doesn't matter. Also, we just barely hit 200 shards. But yeah, hitting Founding Seal, Korska, and Cuddlebeard, fabulous. Incredibly good set of things. I do have to set up top floor here, and also top floor is good for us anyways. Actually, let's do this in the right order. And there's that one. And then we get Ember Drained, but who cares from here on out, since all of our life's problems have been fulfilled. Alright, and then we shoot ourselves for a little bit and take some damage. Doesn't matter. We're stacking. We're stacking Frostbite. We're doing our job. We now get 4 armor per incant as well. Well, actually, we get way more than that because it double triggers, so we get 8. So don't mind me as we just scale defense into infinity. As one does. Also, we generate positive Ember now, which makes the Rail Spike way more appealing. Unfortunately, having to wait for all the triggers also slows down our gameplay quite a bit. I don't need to be shooting myself here. I don't know why I'm doing it. Other than goddamn habit. That is quite the set of sounds. I guess we may as well preserve this one and just leave it so I can play it next turn. Anyways, I do take a fair bit of damage here, but it also doesn't matter. Okay, now you still have damage shields like a true jerk, but you also have a fair bit of frostbite already. A shame we don't have the Glacial Seal infusion to be building up even more frostbite, but it is what it is. We do what we must, because we can. Okay, I would love to do stealth procs, but I also want to get rid of your damage shields, so that's the first priority. As you are now going to take 1400 damage, as all of these hits give you 174 frostbite. And even the bogflies do a lot of damage. Well, they do some damage there. I play this game on Switch and I already feel my Switch heating up from this. Is the boss not taking damage from frostbite yet? It had damage shields. Every Seraph gets... Well, every boss, really. But every Seraph gets something special when you go above a certain amount of shards. And for this Seraph, it's damage shields. And the more shards you have, the more damage shields that you get. So it started with like 4 damage shields. So that's why I wasn't taking any frostbite damage. And yes, I'm aware that Seraph is already dead, essentially, and we can just not play any of these spells. But we're going to do it anyways, because I feel obligated to do so. It feels wrong not to incant as much as I'm able. Alright, 1400 damage, almost 1500, and then, yep, it's already there, and it's going to be a whole lot worse for it in mere moments. And we do the Cryptid Builder for the offering, for the free extra spell. So we have to wait for all those triggers every single time. These last 3 relics effectively, like, tripled your damage output. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was tripled, but yes, they did increase it quite a bit. Like, we were already in good shape, especially going into the Divinity fight. But yeah, this is absolutely unnecessary now. Also, our damage output would have been a lot better had I duped the Echo Infusion again rather than doing the egg, but, you know, I said we were going to do egg, so we do egg. Woo! We're not doing blank pages, even though we could. And yes, it was 600 plus armor on every Bogfly, which is a lot. Even with the enemies pumping out 100 plus damage per turn, didn't matter. Okay. I guess we'll do top floor, even though I could have done a lower floor. Oh no, it's fine. Give me the chance for second Freezy Guard. Yeah, but a second cold channel Soul Guard means absolutely fucking nothing in this instance. Like, it just wouldn't have done anything for us. I kind of want to use the Bounding Echoes, but we really want it on the other one. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't need to be generating charges, really. Yeah, fine. We'll just do this now. Mid is more frost damage. Yeah, that is true. I did space out on that, even though I normally make use of that with, like, Fade. I am vaguely tempted to restart the battle just to fix that, but we'll see. I mean, it's overall pretty inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Alright, the Bogflies are up to 135 plus armor before they hatch. They're going to lose all that armor, and it's not going to matter. Less sweep. Yeah, the sweep does not matter in the slightest. Sweep is incredibly inconsequential to our concerns. Oops. There we go. Alright, and then we just build up as much as we can. I honestly kind of want to not do that because it means we miss out on an attack, but whatever, that's fine. Alright, just a casual 1,000 damage on the first wave of combat. I mean, this is definitely, like, the easiest sort of setup to, kill Divinity with Frostbite. You can do it with other ways, but Cold Channel is just so good at murdering him with Frostbite. So long as you have, you know, defensive support for Cold Channel, of course. Like, this is why I tell people that, like, Divinity purging Frostbite every turn or purging Reap every turn is not that big a deal. People act like you cannot beat Divinity with Frostbite and Reap. But, like, you can. It's entirely doable. Even without Cold Channel Soul Guard, just, like, using a Titan Sentry still gets you good value. And even if you're not making it your main damage source into Divinity, it still is a useful tool. But, yeah. I do wish we had set up mid-4. Oh well, it's fine. Eventually we'll kill. It just takes so long to play out my cards because I have to wait for all the triggers. Well, we're more than halfway there. And we start at 400 damage here. And by the end of the turn... I guess I will get rid of that. I was willing to get rid of the Weight of Contrition, but I don't have anything else I need to spend the Ember on, so it is what it is. Almost there. If we had one more Echo Break, we would have had it. Since he's at 307, and I guess we would have been maybe a little bit off, but very close. But every revenge is double the amount of shards we have on Soul Guard. He's almost at 150, so it's almost 300 frostbite per hit. Alright. And so up to 294 frostbite per hit. Not just frostbite, Coldbeard frostbite. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't matter too much. And then just a solid 3,552 for the turn. Woo! And thus, did we run Cold Channel as was requested. Oh. Ugh. New factions keep popping up. If only that were true, Hef. Okay, but how about Penumbra? Nope. We did Penumbra last night. We lived that life. We're not going to devolve into that world of sin again. I'm always surprised. I know I say this literally every time, but I'm always surprised when I break a record these days, just because I have, you know, essentially 2,000 hours in this game, and I put these records in place so long ago that I don't break these records very often anymore. Hi, cat. Like, call me for coming. It could have been a higher record. I mean, maybe. Well, I mean, it definitely could have been if we weren't doing the second Bogfly. Anyways, that was a run. Woo! Alright, random. Here we are. Alright, so we got Tethys and Remnant, which is not the best combo, especially since we start with Dregs. I mean, I like Dregs okay enough, and they're a lot better pre-DLC, where there's less sweep and less spikes, and their base damage is more relevant. Come on, cat. Just cooperate and lay down somewhere. At least Tethys has a chance to be revived with this combo. Yeah, that is a way to play Tethys. And I don't dislike Tethys as much as other people, but it's mostly because I really like Conduit. The Guardian's Amulet is interesting. Diligence is the worst. The Giraffe is an interesting start. Votive Key is awful. Maybe we're taking, but we're definitely taking Totem Fragment. It's not going to do a lot for us yet, but it is sort of appealing. Yep, this is bad. I mean, we could take Tethys as a sweep unit and just try to keep reforming her. But I don't want to. We were going to do Chill Wind. It'll just help us win the early fights, I guess. So long as she doesn't die ahead of time. This is potentially bad. Also, these guys are fucking atrocious to deal with right now. I'm sorry, we're doing this in the correct ordering. Okay. So I could drop them to doing 1 damage each. Which actually is better. Because if even a single one of them hits Tethys, it still kills her. And so the only way to survive is to do this, which does feel really bad. Oh, God, it's so awful. And I can't get the Collector. I really always hate not being able to get the Collector in a combo like this. Yeah, this is a very bad start. Okay, you're gonna get a damage shield, but so be it. Yeah, fine. We'll hit you there. You heal all but 1 of the damage, but still. Oh, this is not great. Okay, that sort of works. Fine. This is not good, and maybe I should do this differently. It always sucks not having back row access in this first fight. Because then I just, can't do shit about him. Unfortunately, your trample also ruins my day, but whatever. Oh, I would have loved to have played you. Goddamn. Didn't occur to me. That would have been valuable. Okay, Tethered always gets 1 hit on, which means I'm pretty sure we still win this fine. Ah, God, we were 1 damage away from taking 1 less hit. Anyways, we survived. Whatever. It was not good. We're taking the offering token. The rest is fine, but we're taking that. The molded... I mean, these are all good options. Shoulder kitty, yeah. She does this all the time. She and I hang out for much of the day. She also likes to sit on my desk with her head on my arm and one of her paws on my hand. I adore this cat. That's why she gets an emote of her own. And if I ever make more emotes, she'll probably get more. But I do want to make more emotes. They just cost money, and it's hard to justify. So I kind of want to take the Whiplash. Whiplash is good. It's also like the only non-unit damage scaling, as in like not Siren of the Sea, not Paraffin Enforcer, whatever. It's like the only scaling that we have in this combo. It also works well with Paraffin Enforcer. It also works well with the Draft as an infusion. I'm pretty sure we're taking that, even though the others are very appealing as well. Saw man do the rich streamer on his cat emote, actually very pretty. Yeah, it was based off of one of my favorite pictures of her. And I love how the emote turned out. I clicked out of the screen, and then I'm always wary that when I click into the screen again, it's going to select the path that's currently hovered. I mean, we're going here. I need a banner unit very badly. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Well, there is Legion. I aim for the deck button when I click back in. That's exactly what I just did. Alright. I mean, we probably take the Legion here. It's not exactly what I wanted to run, but, like, I mean, it's Legion of Wax, and I need help right now, and we have multi-strike. So there's that. The question being, what the fuck else am I doing? So I could do the large stone, which I like. I'm not totally sure I want to do it though. But it does basically guarantee I'm fine for the next couple rings. Sort of. It can complicate matters because it means that I don't split as quickly. Although I do have the Whiplash, so I could use that to inflict burnout. You take space and put Tethys behind all Gucci. I mean, we got bigger problems than that, but this is probably what we're doing. Yeah, fine. Fuck it. We'll hope for hitting certain other things in the future. Whatever. Okay. Here we are. Cat, you have devolved into an unhelpful situation. Can I afford to take the spikes? Great question. Well, let's find out. Legion of Wax with Incant sounds like a whack idea. I mean, it's strongly one of the things I'm considering. The problem is that we need a way to easily split the thing, of which there are things we can do, like if we get Subsuming Blade, if we get Crushing Demise, like those are both ways to split. It's just very hard to get it fully split down to the constituents. Hallowed Hall sort of works. I mean, it's very good regardless, but it is a little awkward. Sure, go there, even though it doesn't solve my problems. Okay, just gotta survive a tiny bit longer, and we're fine. I mean, I guess they were killing. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Like, I've got the Ember, I've got nothing else to spend it on. And then Legion of Wax absolutely just fucking bullies this dude. And you know what? Have some extra attack to do with style. And you can do that too. Why not? Okay. You need to not be laying like that cat. It is unhelpful. Okay. Alright. Legion of Wax. Does Legion type things. I will also say Mollusk Mage Legion, also kind of cute. We're not doing that though. I have done it in the past. It's been quite a while though, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, fine. We'll take Helical, I guess. We could do Explosive, but that requires a lot of other things. We were going to take Molded, I guess. There's Totem Fragment too. I'm aware, but you are missing the other heaping gobs of problems we need to overcome. And we haven't been offered an Incant unit. And if I wait, the next temple is here. I still kind of want to do it. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Enjoy some hot, sweet magic power. Okay. Whatever, that's what we're doing. And then we can't afford holdover. Okay, that's fine. I was like, I don't have any units to fuse away with that. That's wholly untrue. What do we want to give up? Probably a drag, because they're free to play. Could also do a giraffe. I think we're fine with just doing the drag. We might still do a giraffe infusion into the Legion, but I kind of want to do something else. Yeah, holdover would have been nice, but it's fine. I think this is fine. We could have done magic power consume on like a Frozen Lance. I don't care. I know it's very popular with other people. I generally never feel it necessary. Anyways, we do take more damage by setting up there. Oh well, that's fine. It just means we're closer to getting him to split, which I'm sort of okay with. And it's double explosions, I guess, so enjoy. We could also blow it up. Which I guess we do. We get Ember Drains, but fine. Although if I was going to do that, I should have played the draft first. Wasn't thinking about it. But we could have dodged the Ember Drain that way. Have some spell weakness, my dude. I mean, both of you die this way, so be it. And thus, he splits, and they inherit the Wicklash buff. Okay, so we dodge the Ember Drain. This is a little bit of a waste, but we're still going to do it. Hit him for 110 damage. I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter, because he's mostly just going to get bodied by the Legion when we get that far. Okay. He also has a tiny bit of Frostbite on him, thanks to Tethys. Alright. And if it had gone any longer, the burnout would have occurred on the back guy, in which he would also have split, and we'd have had 4 moats just down there beating the shit out of him. And then there's Hallowed Halls, which gets really awkward with the, it's really awkward with the large stone, but, like, fuck it. I mean, do I want to? So the thing is, I'm probably going to take the Hallowed Halls, but if we're doing that, then it doesn't work very well with, like, an incant. So I guess we're going to probably abandon that plan. And there's another Legion. Okay. I mean, it's cute. We're absolutely not going to do that, but we could. I don't think we're taking capacity, though it does make life a little easier, but that's fine. We're taking draw. We need to hit the Hallowed Halls as soon as possible. I would have done Rage Legion just for lulz. I mean, I thought about it, but here we are. Whatever. We'll just do Hallowed Halls. Oh, this is not entirely helpful yet. Okay. Sure, fine. Who cares? I mean, none of this matters. Enjoy. Sad to see both Cuddlebeard and Light's Gift at the same time. I mean, Cuddlebeard is good. It's not always applicable. Whatever. We're doing this. It's not totally applicable yet, but here we are. And we have a ton of units that get in the way of the Hallowed Halls. Fine. I'm a little sad that I'm not doing Incant Legion. Also, having the large stone does complicate things. Oh well. Well, not doing the Hallowed Halls here either, because I badly want that collector. Oh, and I forgot that playing out the other units is what I was trying to avoid. Oh well, here we are. Well, we'll see if we can avoid it here. Yeah, that's a little problematic. I may be being too greedy here. Okay, we can fix this. Yeah, as long as we got him back, everything's okay-ish. Oh yeah, there we go. But that doesn't quite kill. This does. It means you don't split this turn, but that's fine. And mostly we just need to buy time for this shit to occur anyways. So, I'm not too worried about it. Woo! Well, look at us go. Living the dream. Ta-da! Turns out, Legion is quite good. Sure, fine. Enjoy loading faultily. Yeah, I mean, there's the Crushing Demise. Note to self, use Legion. Yeah, Legion is very good, and there's a lot of ways to make it both fun and powerful. I don't think we realistically need to take the Crushing Demise. It's still kind of cute to do. Also, I already forgot that we have Light's Gift. No, we'll skip. It's fine. It's a very good card that we're just not going to use right here. Money Legion, Bomb Legion, Harvest Legion, all fun. Yeah. Bomb Legion is definitely the most popular for sure, but I was hoping for -2, but here we are. I was also hoping for Holdover. How many more temples are there? Fine, we'll do this just in case. Okay. Fine. That makes my life a little easier. Why not take shards now? And you are going into the Legion forever and ever. Though we do need a much thinner deck to make this work nicely. You can't keep getting away with it. Just try me. I mean, it makes up for last night where I was playing really fucking poorly. And that did not go well. I mean, we eventually had some good runs last night, but after I lost like 3 times in a row. I think it was 4, actually. I don't know. Whatever. We lost a lot. My hair is getting in the way, and it is annoying me. Unfortunately, can't play out this Hallowed Halls because I didn't minus cost this one. I can just play Tethys here and have Tethys ruin them because that's how Tethys be. And of course, it's the stealth of dudes. I'm still going to set up bottom floor. I'm going to do this even though it means that they don't split this turn. Whatever. Oh, and you do kill because of the stealth. I think I had to be more special about this than I actually do. It's fine. It does mean that these guys are going to interfere with the Hallowed Halls soon. Whatever. It's fine. Enough. Okay. And then some of these guys burn out, some of them get killed. Doesn't matter in the slightest. No, not really at all. But here we are. We just need to thin our deck so we can live the Howd Hall's life. Unfortunately, we are up against Diligent, so that will interfere if we're not careful. And so we can't remove every spell from our deck. I mean, I don't really need to shoot these because Teth is just going to kill them anyways when they show up top floor. Dazed, but, you know. Alright, and then he lifesteals a bunch, but we also have triple attacking Legionnaires who don't give a shit about his hopes or wants. And he gets beaten into oblivion. We're gonna skip those. We're gonna skip those. The Crushing Demise is good. Welcome back, Cat. Come on. I kind of want to go for the event just to fish for things. I'm pretty confident we're going to go where there are free removals and a free artifact, though. We'll just take Warren Grindstone. Thade's First Blade is normally pretty good. It is less good with Legion in this instance, and Howd Halls. So how many units do we need to get killed to pay off 265 gold on Memorial Fund? It's a lot. It still probably pays itself off at this point in the run. 53. I mean, that sounds accurate. I'm pretty sure at some point it pays itself off, at least if we make the Howd Halls more consistent. So I'll do it. Is it the correct play? No. The correct play was to skip it. But, you know, we're already this deep in our shenaniganery. It's only like 15 units dead a fight right now. Yeah, but we need it to pay itself off fast enough that it's worth spending the gold on that instead of spending it on anything else we could have done. Hey, you didn't say profitable. I did say pay itself off. Profitability was implied. I'm just not going to worry about the Wicklash. As is, they're just generating sweet, sweet gold for me. Alright. I'll be honest, I thought you were the Harvest guy, not the Slay guy, which makes you a lot less threatening. Doesn't matter, really, either way. But anyways, here we are, already getting some sweet, sweet deaths of units. Legion Wax, everybody, doing its thing. Also, Tethys is sort of stacking spell weakness on Fel. A little bit of Frostbite too, which is cute. I could have also reformed the... No, I couldn't have... No. I could have reformed the Legion, played a mid, but then it would have not played well with Howd Halls. I was going to say for a moment that I couldn't have done that because I wouldn't have enough capacity, but that's just blatantly not true. Whatever. not letting the draft burn out and die. I didn't want to mess with Hallowed Halls was the only thing. I could do a bunch of damage there. We're not going to, so we have slightly more things die here. Okay, we got a fair chunk of gold back from that, so, you know, it should be profitable shortly. Wax and Spike is cute. Formless Child would have been a fun infusion. We're not going to take the Wax and Spike. It is good. We're just not going to fuck around with it. Formless Child is bad for us now. Had we gotten it before we did the draft infusion, it would have been a solid infusion. And we're going to the left. Doesn't matter too much, but it is still useful. That is not what I wanted. Alright, let's commence a little more greedery. Okay, unfortunately, I can't purge every Frozen Lance from my deck. I mean, I can. It's just a bad plan. Stupid cat hair. Gets literally everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I don't have... Oh, no, I do still have these. Well. Slightly worse stats, but free to play. I'm just going to purge it anyways, so... And here we go! Last chance to be profitable. Well, not there yet. Oh, they have spell shields, because that is how this works. Concerning. Unfortunately, I can't kill that collector. Which brings me great and terrible sorrow. Well, and you're there again, which is not surprising, but... I probably leak things at this rate, which is my own doing, but nonetheless, here we are. Okay. Sure. We do get one round of you still dazed in the Pyre Room, which should be fine, because you're also getting a bunch of Frostbite from Tethys. So we don't actually need to worry about that. If I could Hallowed Halls one more time, we could also get the other dude back. I could also just play this here to guarantee it. Yeah, fuck it. I'm pretty confident we would have been fine either way, but now I'm ultra confident. These smug bastards surviving to the top floor just because they have stealth. I mean, it's fine. They don't got shit on me. Alright. I mean, not that I really need to buff that, but here we are. Okay. Oh, hey, you're actually killing them all. Oh, but you're also dying at the same time. Perfect. Simply incredible. And it turns out Trample does a lot when you've got a bunch of, I guess not totally low health dudes, but low enough. Also, it's one of the rare times where I let him have his multi-strike too, which is what's letting him cleave through my team. Glacial Seal, cute. Absolutely not necessary. Why not? I think you made a profit on that artifact. I think that's a reasonable assessment. Okay. Cat, lay down, please. I actually kind of wanted to go here to dupe. I don't know. I went over here. It's fine. It's not important. What are you looking at, Cat? And how concerned should I be? Okay, I don't know. I think she's just doing whatever. Okay. Sure. I guess let's do this too, even though it's mostly pretty unnecessary. Fine, who cares? I have not used the molded a single time. I mean, most of these are utterly inconsequential. No, we're not taking Forgotten Name. Are you crazy? Why would we ever take Forgotten Name? I'm not that desperate. Anyways, we're doing Diligent. Unfortunately, the first turn consume. Well, the first spell each turn consume does get in our way a little bit. I'm considering for Divinity just not playing out Tethys at all. But I think it's probably okay if she's part of the Hallowed Hall situation. Anyways, thanks to Light's Gift. Don't need to worry about this shit. Come on, there we go. Yeah. Diligent creates things on top floor. Doesn't matter. Tethys can kill them even if I don't shoot them. They will never get a chance to attack. She'll always kill them. Tethys too lame for Reformed, sad life. Well, so be it. I mean, some people like doing Reformed Tethys. I don't. But, you know, that's just the life I live. It can work fine, it's just I don't think it's necessary or particularly useful. And in this instance, it interferes with the number of units on floor a little bit. I guess we're probably not ever hitting 7 units on floor. I mean, we are running out of capacity. It does have some effect. Look at us go. Look at all those beautiful little waxers. Takes so long for them to die, and then they just come back so fast. Except sometimes that happens, and it's very quick. If I wanted to, I could have reformed him and then started a stack on the middle floor. I didn't. I mean, either way, we have to wait for him to, we have to wait for Diligent to run out of stealth. I meant to do this first. Oh well. It ends up not having any meaningful difference. Technically, there's slight difference in that these guys are a little weaker than they could be. Not a big deal. Well, one of these gets consumed, so be it. It doesn't really matter because it's the last turn. This cat is very determined to be in my way. I know it's because she wants to be fed, but she's also half an hour early. Well, eventually my Legion is going to kill Diligent. It just takes a while. But eventually, we overcome with a weight of numbers. Who needs defense when you've just got a big bunch of bodies to absorb all that damage and outlast all the stealth? We're not doing blank pages. That legitimately would fuck up our plan. I mean, we could probably still make it work, but it does fuck up the plan. Depending on the day, Feed Me starts 30 to 120 minutes early. Yeah, she is, she's very determined. Which is a little annoying, because she largely understands the plan. And then sometimes just gets very determined that she is being deprived of something. Yeah, I know, Kat. We're talking about you. But that's what your co-pilot chair is for. Alright. Where do we want to put the Legion? I think we're just going to put top 4 this time, not play Tethys. If I'd started with the Hallowed Halls, I would have considered playing bottom floor, but I didn't, and here we are. Okay, look at this go. So, split number 1, and I just need the smoke to clear. Alright, like I thought. We're going to reform you. And this one's going to go here. And we're going to split that one too. May as well kill that one. Just for kicks, we'll give you some spell weakness. And we're spreading our Legion. Turns out getting minor refraction makes this a lot fucking easier. Oh my god. Alright, so we do give them a bunch of armor, which I'm not happy about. Oh well, I think it's still for the best to do this. And then let's make one down here. Oh hey, it's Tethys. Would you look at that? Well, couldn't quite replenish top floor yet, but that's fine. And then we are just sort of murdering all floors at once. And looking stylish while we do it. And by that I mean we're generating heaps of gold that we'll never be able to spend. But hey, you know, it's what one does. Alright, let's replace this floor with a better floor. And there's the kill. Ironically, that guy having stealth made it so we could kill Divinity this turn. Or at least made it easier. I'm not sure if that was our last hit or not. GG, that was silly. Yeah, turns out Legion's good, especially when you get minor refractions after increasing its stats with Large Stone and getting 3 hits between Multi-Strike and a Draft Infusion. Turns out it's good, especially with several holdover Hallowed Halls. Yes, I know, Cat. You've sensed an opportunity. Whoa, come on. Oh, man. Well, that was a run. We're not starting another one. It's a little early, but, you know, I'm not starting another one. I could probably manage one more, but we're not doing it. Regardless, that means that's where we're stopping for the night. I know, Cat. You have great hopes and dreams. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We're probably doing more Monster Train. That is the plan for the foreseeable future, just because I, A, like this game, and B, don't have any other game in mind that I really want to show off right now. But yeah, anyways, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for a new subscriber. I will see you guys tomorrow. Cat, get out of the way. I can't press the buttons.